Hi everyone, this is Erica from Confessions of a Homeschooler, and today I have a new unit study for you. This one is Moby Dick, and this is a great, exciting, adventurous story, and if you're interested in seeing the lap book, stick around and I will show you the insides. So here's the front of the lap book, and you'll see that your students have an image that they can color for their cover, and then this is just a trifold lap book with an insert inside, and there'll be instructions in the details area below, and it also comes with the teacher's manual lesson plans on how to create the actual lap book. But inside you'll see there are several different mini books that go with this, and this particular book has 20 chapters, and so we did this extra flap right here, and all it is one side of a file folder cut off, and we cut off the tab area and then just taped it along this edge so you have an extra flip up for it. And then of course they all come with this vocabulary, and it's just a great way to introduce some new words to your students and also have them learn some of these words before they get into the reading and then they don't know what they mean. So that's the inside of the lap book, and then if you fold it back up and just flip it over, I like to store my reports on the back side, and these reports all come with the unit, but as you can see this is just a half a file folder, and then we taped it along the three edges, and it just creates a nice little pocket for you to store your reports. So all of my units come with a predictions worksheet where your student will look at the cover and try and predict what the story is about, where it takes place, and that kind of thing. And then at the end you can go back and look and see if your predictions matched up with what actually happened in the story. And then they also come with this timeline, and I'm not too strict on this. They just can either color a picture or do a stick figure, or they can write something in here, but I just have them note each of the major events as they take place in the story, and this is just great later down the road for review for the book, just to help them remember what it was about. And then this one is just a few facts about the story, and it talks about the setting, the plot, the main character, and there's a spot for an illustration, and then just their favorite things. They'll also learn the definition of protagonist and antagonist, and they'll outline that in the story, figure out what the issue is and what kind of solution the story comes to. And then they all come with a final book report, and that's just your standard author, illustrator, a summary of the book, and then their actual report on it. And you might need to do a couple sheets of these depending on how long their report is. And then of course there's a spot for them to do an illustration as well. And then they also come with this book versus movie report, and this is just fun if you find a video version of the book, and you can have them compare and contrast the similarities and differences, and just what version they like better, whether they prefer the book or the movie better. And so those are my reports, and I just keep them, like I said, all in this little handy pocket back here, which makes it nice and easy to keep everything together. So that's the lap book. And then of course you probably already know, but they all come with teacher's manuals, and these are basically just instructions on what to do, how to prepare the lap book, things to do before starting the book. I always have them do the vocabulary so they're well familiar with the words before they start. And here's instructions for the timeline I showed you, and then each chapter has the name of the chapter and what to do for that chapter, and then they all have comprehension questions that go with them, and then your copy of the teacher's manual has the answers to those questions. Obviously the student copy with the mini books in it does not have the answers, but that just makes it easier for you to assign out these units individually and without having to pre-read all of the books, as your children are going through them. So that is our Moby Dick Lapbook and Unit Study. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at erica@confessionsofahomeschooler.com. You can also visit my website at www.confessionsofahomeschooler.com as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.